Well, let's return then to our breaking news story. A man who was trying to enter a secure area of President Trump's Mar-A-Lago estate has been shot dead by US Secret Service agents. They say he was carrying a shotgun and a fuel can. The president wasn't at the property at the time. Let's bring in former Secret Service agent Barry Donadio. Barry, great to have you with us. Shall we start with what we do know, that this man entered a secure area of Donald Trump's Mar-A-Lago property in the early hours of Sunday morning? What do you make of what the developments we're hearing?
Yes, from what I understand, he gained access to the compound. This was very early in the morning, something around 1:20 in the morning, obviously an unusual time. He was confronted by security forces, deputies, as well as the U.S. Secret Service. He did comply with putting down what I'm hearing a gas can that was filled with gas. He was also armed with a 12-gauge shotgun, from what I understand. Now, although he placed the gas can down, it is my understanding that the agents opened fire on the defendant because he refused to drop the weapon, or one of two things. And I'm looking at your picture there. That is a pump shotgun, and that's the first picture I've seen of it. So that's quite capable of doing a lot of damage. It can hold anywhere from 4 to 6 rounds. You know, commonly used by law enforcement. That could also be used by the military. So, you know, a devastating weapon if you're close enough and you use that, and it's also used for tactical situations. So if the Secret Service or the police see that you have that with you and you are on a compound trespassing and you do not comply, you run the risk of being shot by law enforcement.
Barry, we do know that the president was in Washington, D.C. at the time, don't we?
Yes, that's my understanding as well. But however, it is still a secure facility that is the residence of the President of the United States when he is not at the White House. So it is being held a perimeter by police as well as Secret Service. So the same rules apply.
And what will be happening in the coming hours? We're seeing a flurry of activity. These are latest pictures from Mar-A-Lago, as we can see officers there. What will be happening in the next few hours? What's going on behind the scenes?
Well, obviously, the president would have been notified right away of the situation, and then you're going to see Secret Service as well as the FBI look into this and conduct a massive investigation to see what exactly was behind you know, manipulating a fairly young man in his 20s, which is a terrible loss. And I wish he didn't do that, because he put his life on the line and lost it for what appears to be political ideology. But the FBI will get to the bottom of this, and we will figure out if somebody was helping him or he has done this on his own, and maybe what might have manipulated him to do such an act.
OK, Barry, for now, we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for your time. Of course, this is a live investigation. We did hear that the FBI were leading the investigation now.